Hi Keith, thanks for your time today.
No problem.
So we're going to do a video today all about how to invite visitors and give them a great experience so that they're left feeling like they want to join BNI.
Okay, so from a visitor orientation point of view, my thoughts are that visitor orientation starts the minute that you pick up the phone to invite a visitor, because you're teaching them what you do from day one. Whether you do it right or wrong is immaterial. That's when it happens. And through the process of being invited from the very first time until your call after you've visited the chapter, the whole process is all mapped out in front of you how it ought to work. So if you get the visitor orientation right, it's really, really simple to teach a member how to replicate what you've just done with them.
Okay. So just talk me through the process then.
So if you invite a visitor to come to a BNI meeting, the way that you invite them to the meeting is key, absolutely critical. And if you do it in the manner that we teach, then it's very, very simple. You get very few questions and you're able to have a success rate which is better than telling them too much. Once you've invited them to BNI, the visitor experience and the whole experience that they get from the minute they walk into the meeting and how that you make them feel to when they decide either they're going to join or they're not going to join. Whether they join or not is actually irrelevant, because visitors, as we all know, spend a lot of money in our BNI chapters. So the more people that come through the door, the more opportunity we have to network with them and to do business with them one way and another.
Okay, so we've got some willing volunteers. Just talk me through what they're going to talk us through.
So we have Sonia and we have Emma, who are going to go through the whole process of inviting a friend, somebody they know, to a BNI meeting on a Tuesday. So we're going to go through the process from the invitation on the Thursday right through the next 8 days till they get invited to a one-to-one at the end by Richard, who's the chapter president.
Hi Emma, it's Sonia, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How's business?
Really good, thanks.
Great. I've got a question for you. Can you handle more business?
Yeah, I'm always on the lookout for new clients.
That's fantastic. What are you doing next Tuesday morning at 6:30 that you can't put off?
Nothing. Why?
Brilliant. I'm involved with a large group of business people in Northwich and I would love to introduce you to them, and there may also be some work in it for you.
Sounds great.
Brilliant. I have your email address and I'll send you an official email over now.
Look forward to it.
Oh, hi, is that Emma?
Hi, yes it is.
Hi, look, you don't know me, but it's Richard here. I run the business group that I believe Sonia's invited you to next Tuesday. She tells me that you're a really excellent payroll consultant.
Oh, that's really nice to hear.
Well, we've got quite a number of people really looking forward to meeting you. Do you mind if I send you a LinkedIn invitation? Then at least we know what each other looks like when you turn up.
Great, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well, look, I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.
Hi Emma, how are you? It's Sonia.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, great, thank you. I'm just ringing to let you know that everybody is looking forward to meeting you tomorrow. I've told them all you're coming along. Just a couple of reminders, bring plenty of business cards and your money to cover the cost of breakfast. And one last thing, are you bringing anyone with you?
I've invited a couple of people. I'm just waiting to hear back, so I'll chase them up.
Oh no, that's brilliant. I'll see you in the morning.
So we've now seen Sonia and Emma go through the inviting process and how the chapter director gets involved. We can now go through the process of what happens when the visitor is taken out of the meeting and we do visitor orientation. As you can see here, the visitor will fill in a pre-populated visitor orientation form, and the person that's doing the visitor orientation with them will make an appointment to phone them back at a predetermined time within 24 to 48 hours after the meeting. If the person circles the number 1, I want to join, they would be taken out of visitor orientation with another member of the chapter to fill in an application form, which then goes to membership committee. If they are a number 2 or number 3, they will be the people that will be called back and do visitor orientation. And if they're a number 4, i.e. I'm not interested to join, then they will be invited to go back into the room and further network with the other members.
Hi Emma, it's Sonia. I'm just ringing you as promised.
I really enjoyed it. Everyone made me feel really welcome.
I'm just looking for some feedback from your BNI visit on Tuesday.
I'd like to come back for a second visit if that's okay.
That's fabulous. I'll let everyone know you are coming back next Tuesday. As you heard on Tuesday, we are looking for a really good solicitor. Would you be able to bring them with you on Tuesday?
Yes, of course. I'll call them after this.
That's brilliant. I will email you over the script that I first used when I called you. See you next Tuesday.
Hi Emma, it's Richard. We met at BNI last week.
Oh, hi Richard. Great to hear from you.
Yeah, good to hear from you as well. And I hear you're coming back next week?
Yes, looking forward to it.
Okay, well, we didn't get a whole lot of time to meet up and talk at the meeting. I'm just wondering, could we meet up sometime next week? Because I'd like to see how I might be able to help your business.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Okay, I've got a couple of days free. Could be Monday or Wednesday.
Wednesday, if that's okay.
Wednesday, okay, let's go for 11 o'clock.
Perfect.
I've got a really good venue. I'll email over the details.
Okay, so what you've just seen there is you've seen a perfect invitation of a friend to BNI. You've seen the calls prior to the meeting. You've seen the visitor orientation form being filled out and the calls subsequently afterwards. Number one, to get their thoughts and feelings, and number two, from the chapter director to have a one-to-one with Emma after she's been to the meeting. So what we'd like to do now is just hear some thoughts of Richard from his visitor experience to BNI.
So around 13 months ago, I was advised that BNI was going to be the place where I could really expand my business. So I visited 3 chapters where there was a potential opening for my category. One of those was Wilmslow. And having had the whole experience at Wilmslow, I eventually decided that was the one I was going to join. In one of them, it was warm, equal to Wilmslow in the actual visitor orientation experience actually in the chapter. People were friendly, looking after one, didn't feel sort of too cut out of everything. But it was really what happened afterwards that sealed it for me. So, you know, the meeting was very professionally run. I could understand exactly what was going on. All the rules were pretty straightforward to understand. But within 2 hours of me having left the meeting, I got my first phone call from somebody at Wilmslow asking me how the meeting had gone. And I think it was either that same afternoon or possibly the next day, I had my very first one-to-one as a direct result of somebody ringing me from the chapter. Then over the next 3 days, I had 3 other one-to-ones with people in the chapter who'd actually expressed an interest in meeting up and seeing how they could help my business. That didn't happen with any of the other chapters that I visited. And so over the weekend, I sat and thought about it, and it was actually, there wasn't much to think about, to be honest. Wilmslow was the clear winner, even though they were the smallest chapter at the time. When I joined Wilmslow BNI 13 months ago, there were 12 members. And as of today, we have 32. The process absolutely works, and even our experience at our most recent meeting just 2 days ago was that we've got yet more applications, so the chapter will continue to grow. The key thing that I can take away from this and which I can tell other chapters about is this was a process. There was nothing unusual or magical about this. It's simply following a process. And if people actually do allow their visitors to have the same experience and follow them up, then their visitors will experience the same as I did. And that really isn't rocket science, it's just simply something that is trainable and scalable, and that's why we're doing the video.
We've seen that whole process. One of the things that I can see and that Richard reiterated is that it's just a process that people follow.
Yeah, it really is a simple process of doing the things that we teach you to do. We have all of the scripts available for you to use, and providing you use them, the actual worst you're ever going to get is somebody saying, no, I'm not interested. Now, if they say no, they're not interested, you could always come back to them and say, that's absolutely fine. Who do you know that would be interested? Because I'm involved with a large group of business people and I'd love to introduce them to them. And sometimes the fear of missing out with people will actually turn them round into a, yes, go on then, I'll come along. So it's just a due process. The more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. The girls felt a little bit conscious of doing that over the video, but as they got better and better at doing it, they actually got better and better at inviting. So the more you do it, the easier it will become.